Morning, this is Larry. It's April 3rd, about 2:45 in the morning. Getting ready to leave. Got to pick up my brothers Randy and Steve at 3. And then we're heading about 500 miles to Auburn, California. Spend the night there, then early in the morning go on a private claim at it's by Iowa Hill, a few miles from Auburn. Be there all day, come back to Auburn, and then next morning head to Placerville. It's about 25-30 miles from Auburn, and then we have 2 days of classes there concerning prospecting and mining. So that's the plan. So we've got a long trip, about 500 miles to get there. All right, try to take pictures of interesting sights. We made it to Auburn, California.
Gold Rush Plaza.
We're in the old town here. There's the old miner with the pan over there, the big statue of him. Here's Randy. Steve back there. I don't know if I'm getting them, but anyway, he's back there. And I don't know if this is a red light or what here. What is this? Okay. So we're just going through Old Town, just see what's here. Tomorrow we're heading up to the claim. That's about it. It's getting even heavier now. I'll be digging through snow to get those nuggets. You boys like the snow? Okay, now we're going to turn to heading to the big reservoir. Iowa Hill, 13 miles. Go ahead.
Sugar Pine Recreation Area 6.
That's where the thing is, Iowa Hill, somewhere around there, 13 miles. So getting close. Everybody's held up for some reason. We got this real slick section coming up here with some water. So I want to try to get a running start once all these cars move. Okay. Look at all the rocks over here.
Well, it looks like this is a riverbed. All the rocks are round.
Would be a good place to look around here.
There's a big quartz rock right there. It looks like the kind from the Mad Russian mine.
Yeah, this could be where all the gold is, right back here.
That might be somebody else's claim though. There's a gold nugget right there.
Some quartz laying around. See that hill there? A lot of it is probably washed off of that hill right there. That looks like an ancient riverbed. What do you think, Randy? That hill right there?
Well, all up there.
Looks like it could have been an ancient river bed or something.
It could be.
Could be the good spot to look.
Right there.
See some layers over there in that little bank. And we got some boys at Little Big Mountain Mining Supply. Got their high bankers set up.
Pretty nice high bakers that sit up right there. Looks like Rob this guy that one shirt.
Yeah, he had a little smile like Rob.
Hey guys. Rob's here. I know you guys are going to be here. Timmy's over there.
Yeah, it's kind of like the head.
Get some interesting information.
Yeah.
Here's a man I think knows where it's all at.
No, didn't do a whole. I prospected a lot of this ground, but I'm a miner. Not much.
Not a prospector.
Well, you have to hump. I blocked all this ground, all these hills.
Hey, if you're still out in the parking lot, if you guys could come on over for a few minutes.
In most cases, like you found, by the time you get the knowledge of where it's at, you're too old to get at it. No, and that's what I tell my young family members. That's the only reason I'm up here. They're going to cut my feet off here pretty quick.
Oh, why?
So, or they think they're going to.
Diabetes.
I told them I'll dance with what brought me in. If it's time to go, it's time to go. I enjoyed it. I had a life where most of these kids don't have anything.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I spent 27 years out here.
Okay.
You know, getting the full use of it.
Yeah.
You know, I came back from Vietnam and I had all the life in the. I was a door gunner, so I had all the life in the fast lane I could handle. You know, so I wanted to get away from it, and this was where I healed. Where I healed up.
Yeah, my name's Larry, by the way. Ray. Engelhardt. My brother Steve and my brother Randy.
But like I said, I was able to get in here when you could still mine.
Yeah.
You know, they've taken the rights away.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, you know, and I spent so much money over the years fighting them. Every off season you had to go to all the meetings and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
You're still out in the parking lot. If you guys can make your way up here,
in the
please.
off season just to fight.
Well, we're going to try this material. We're over in that area now where we started in Steve, we'll call him Steve Hoffman's spot. It's the area that everybody's already been through. Steve's been watching too much of that gold rush. Now, we were all over here wasting our time. Everybody's already gone through all this stuff, so we're going to try over there to see what we can do. So far we've all each found a speck from here. Let's see if we do better over there. Well, we got to get a picture of it, Randy, before you suck it up. Well, so far Randy's found the biggest piece of the day. We didn't know if it had mercury mixed in with it, but I guess it got some of the mineralization mixed in with it. So look at that big piece he got there. Let me get it out of the water. So Randy got the big one of the day so far. So that's gold. All right. Randy found another one in the Engelhardt hole. Nice piece.
Hope there's many more like it.
Yeah, we'll find out. Taking a picture. Here's another nice piece Randy got out of the cave we've all been digging in. Steve just started. Me and Randy have been in there for a while. So, And
It seems like the cave's a good place.
yeah, we call it the cave. It's just a little hole inside over there. These guys are going ooh and ah over here at this high banker, so they must have got some good stuff. They're just cleaning and doing a cleanup.
You know, I'm in the sucker bottle.
All right, well that means that's a nugget. Here's another nice one. Out of the hole we're digging.
Kind of in a bad position.
He found another, well, he just put it in, I guess.
Nice one. That's a nice one.
Yeah, there's a couple like that in there recently.
That's excellent.
Oh, thanks.
You never know what you'll find.
Yeah, thank you.
That other one. Maybe a little bit.
Actually, kind of like a little rock. You could pick
Yeah,
it
Randy
up.
found a nice little nugget there. Nice chunky piece. Yeah. Very nice. So we're in this hole. And we're trying to get the stuff on the bedrock here. So things have kind of died down a little bit. People are having their lunch, I guess. It's around afternoon. Got the people up here with a high banker. They're doing their clean out. And that's what's going on.
Right on top of the bedrock and see what happens.
Steve's on the bedrock over here.
What are these? Yeah, I guess that's a rock. Almost look like something clear, but I guess.
Does it have some gold stuck to it? That big
Maybe.
one.
It looks like something was loose.
There's some of them that look like they're full of gold, but there's something else the guy told me.
See it for a second.
It is.
I don't know.
Maybe I'll take it home, crush it up.
Okay. So if we can find-
They're ones that they don't feel bad about giving away for free.
We need water on it though to get it in there.
Come in sideways. Like that. See how it stays in there now?
And there's full
You
rocks,
really don't even have
walks
to
out,
well, it got so
walks
much
in
in there.
water, it's like old walks in the water out.
Digging around there. Sometimes try to dig into the rock. I don't know where it came from, but
It's not not goats not going too far.
Because we've got some material that even the detector is going on, and the pinpointer is going on it on a lot of the stuff in this tub that you see right there. So, you know, this was my first introduction to these pinpointers, and I thought, that's wrong.
Okay, I need at the front door.
These are good on JTBs.
You're good. And you got your nice one. Now, what do you do?
I was gonna say that way I know not to get it.
All the same creatures.
Yes, sir. Okay.
This is the thing, this over here.
Okay. Famous bazooka, I have one of those.
Instant gratification.
We're on the McCollum. And all three forks of the river actually join about a quarter mile below us. So we have all the north and south ends.
Okay.
Much more behind me.
So it's $1,500 for this thing?
Concentrates in there and it separates it out and actually Hey, did you guys vote on the petition, sign the vote petition? Asking, instructing the government. California, do you have a web? Yeah, you put it in the bucket. Give it to me and I'll send
What's that?
trap in there somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's about half hour. That's anything. That holds a lot of water at the bottom.
That looks like the thing I've got, the bottom part.
How much is this? I can't see it without my.
Well, that is the Mad Mining. Okay, got a discount, $225.
Well, it's like
Oh, that's the same as yours, so it's still different.
Well, that part, the bottom part's is, I mean, he's got it up on this stand, and the height is like set up for, I guess, I don't know, a little fancier on a stand and everything. And then, of course, this part changes it. Got like a little combination.
it's like way closer to now. It's like it's probably like 2 days.
I wonder if we should that.
Clean out. Now the dust, there'll be dust. Just what you throw in there, you'll get that little, but there's no plume because there's not pushing air. There's no cloth. You don't have replacements. You don't have bearings.
sometimes it's done with a pulsating valve. This is the pulsating valve type.
You guys really came up with something here. I know, like you say, it's an old principle. But
it's an old principle, and we've reconstructed.
2014. If that happens, then I think we are on the way to a mammoth market, bull market in gold and silver. If that's true, then silver should, on a percentage basis, outperform gold. And I believe that can very well happen. If it does, then the pattern should be the breakout in late 2014, an accelerating rally during 2015, and then once gold goes up into the old high of 1935, then a spectacular bullish trend, just like we saw in 1980, 79 and 80. Of course, if gold breaks below 1180, then we just have to see what happens. Fundamentally, I believe there are inflationary pressures,
low or rock deposits, and basically those kinds of deposits are created originally by hot waters that are circulating in the ground, and quartz and other material and gold fill up fault zones and stop works and other breaks in the ground. The hot water circulates through there and deposits the gold, and that's how the gold originally gets in the ground. Now, after it's deposited as a vein, it can be eroded out, and the gold material wanders down and is eroded eventually down into streams. But it all originally starts out as something that looks like a vein or some other type of hard rock deposit. There's still a lot of gold out there to be found, but
If I'm gonna find something like that, like steel is the big deal. If you have something that's probably all you'll need for years, you know.
Right.
They handle anything probably.
there you go. Well, here we are, the second day of the summit.
I forgot to ask them if there's a guarantee on that thing.
I don't know.
They seem pretty honest. I think the one guy might be a son-in-law of the Mexican guy.
You know, when you pick it up, you can ask the guy. Usually Keene probably has some kind of a guarantee.
They seem pretty honest types.
Okay, here's Randy and Steve at the big show.
I'm not the big show. This is the big show.
Steve just got a Keene, one of those big wheels to get the classified down, get all that black sand out, or black sands out of there, and so he's excited about that. Can't you see the excitement in his face? And we're going to have a demonstration here, rock and mineral identification coming up. The guy that's presenting it is the guy we're supposed to ask to find out if there's anywhere we can go to on our way home to do a little panning. Chris Ralph is his name. He's a friend of Michael Gray Shock. So we talked with him last night. He said to ask this guy if he knew anywhere.
has changed form, and these are actually 3 pieces of Sierra schist, although they look completely different. The difference in these 3 pieces is that the silvery colored one in the bottom is fresh and unweathered. The one on the far side from me is kind of a purplish color. It's weathered some. And then the one at the top is very weathered. It's the one at the top is mostly just clays, and you can see a little bit of the remnant of what the rock was. So weathering can change rocks. That's one of the things that...
Mining museum here, Placerville.
Everything's
good.
getting blurry.
Wheelbarrow built by John M. Studebaker in his shop. Oh yeah, I gotta take a picture of the old Studebaker wagon here.
Did the inside too.
Pretty nice. Drill press. Jane Marshall's blacksmith shop. From the Marshall Gold Discovery. Sutter's Mill model.
What's that for? Electricity.
What is it?
Oh, providing lights for George.
No, that is a bipole generator.
And I did go up and spend a couple months. I literally moved down here, got my wife's up, and went immediately back to Alaska last summer. And this is about 12, just over 12 ounces of gold I found metal detecting last summer up in Alaska. The largest one up in the upper right-hand corner is a 6.5 ounce, just solid slug of gold. And I've never found any of these huge 1 pound or 2 pound nuggets or anything. And that's on my to-do list. I've been with a lot of people who have found them. So that was actually, for me, that was a huge find, finding that 6.5 ounce nugget. I found piles of like 1 to 3 ounces. The upper left-hand corner, that's a 2.37 ounce. I believe chunk of gold there, but that's more typical of the kind of stuff I would find in these 1 and 2 and 3 ounce nuggets. So when I get up into about 6 ounce range, I get pretty darn excited when it came out of the ground. So I have gotten aware metal detecting has become, right now, my primary means of finding gold. In '98, the price of gold got down to that low point there. It was around $2.80 an ounce. It actually went under $300 an ounce. I just thought, I'm getting older, and this dredging thing is a lot of work.
It's Sunday because they said, you can't run no dirt here. Okay, well, it's still running, guys. Do that. Say you ran for an hour. All you basically do is put this down, and it's a reverse cleanup. There goes your concentrate back inside the tub. Give it a few taps. And just let it run. I let it run for about a minute.
How much did you say the thing weighs?
This one's 46 pounds.
46, okay.
And the reason it's rattling right now is because I didn't tighten these bolts up here. Because they're going to go right in the box here pretty soon. But and then you pan out your concentrates. Now this machine has a little more concentrates than most because the riffles are so high. The way I designed it is the rocks that fall through here get caught in behind those riffles. Now those rocks are all dancing around like this, and there's all those cracks and crevices that the gold gets in, just like in a natural stream. It's retaining those rocks in the, for that reason. This gentleman right here, he's from Wyoming. He just bought a machine. Bought the F3. I had a gentleman earlier buy
at this location right in Alaska. So, voila! I finally found gold with a metal detector. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. And it just changed everything for me when it came to gold mining. At that time, I was deeply involved in suction dredging more than anything. I've done tons of dredging. I've pumped some 8-inch and 6-inch dredges and so many different dredges in the canyons and remote locations and froze in the water in Alaska trying to find gold. And all of a sudden, here's this new method of finding gold at my disposal where I could have just 3 or 4 pounds of equipment and go out to these remote locations and find gold.
Good morning, Monday, April 7th, I believe. Well, we're getting ready to get out of here. We've had the one-day Friday of going to the private claim, and we got some nice pieces of gold there. Nice little pickers. And maybe a couple that would be classified as a nugget. We went to the class both Saturday and Sunday, and
when they had the show, Randy ended up getting a White's metal detector, and I got blue bowls set up for getting the fine stuff. So then Steve got a big Keene spiral bowl. So everything, you know, at these shows, they're always at a discounted price, and then you don't have to pay for shipping, and they usually pay the tax. So anyway, somehow we got it all in the, actually the only thing we got in the car is Steve's. The other things are going to be shipped to us. So we'll be heading back and had a good time. Try to take some pictures if there's any scenery to see on the way back.
Well, here's what I ended up getting from the Iowa Hill area up there by Auburn, Friday, April 4th. There's actually one nugget in there and some nice pickers, and then the rest is smaller stuff. I think my brother Randy probably got more overall bigger pieces than I did, but him and Steve had to immediately go back to work, so I don't know what they ended up with. That's what I got, so pretty happy with that.